Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, the world away. We're now going to be doing issue 13 of the IXO Collections release of Build the Peugeot 1.9 GTI. That means we're going to be doing stages 37 to 40. Now, if you remember from last time, really detailed build this is. We've finished the engine, we've done the chassis, we've actually done the back axles as well. So we're now ready to put the wheels on. So basically, we're going to be doing two wheels in this one spare wheel. And one of the really good things is we get to assemble the front of the vehicle. We start to put the grills and the front of the vehicle together. So this is really coming together. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, once again, put a link down the bottom there for the IXO Collections website. Just go over to there, you'll be able to get this for yourself all the way from issue 1. The site is in French, but they do have English translation, and all the instructions you get are in French as well. But online, you have got the English version of these instructions. But let me tell you, out of all the car builds I've done, even with the Ferrari, this is definitely one of the most detailed builds I've ever done. So let's, without further ado, get cracking. I'm just going to quickly show you the instructions here, just showing you everything about the vehicle and stuff, but this is what we're going to be doing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do stages 37 and 38 simultaneously. As you see, we're making the tyre. Now, to do this section here, we're going to need to boil the kettle up so we can mould the tyre around the rim. Now, when it comes to stage 39, we're actually doing the spare tyre, which is different shape, different size. And then the last thing, as I said, we're going to do is we're going to be putting the frame or the actual grille section at the front there onto the vehicle. But that does mean we need to boil a kettle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simultaneously open up stages 37 with the screws and also 38. And you know what, while I'm at it, and these are all lined up like that, we'll do 39 as well. There's no screws in 39 because we're going to need to do the same thing on this one here. So what we're going to do is put all the tyres in the water that I've just got here. Then I'm going to put a towel down so we don't get things too wet when I put these on. Now, it takes a couple of minutes of putting in the boiling water here, but I'll get the first one out and we'll put that one in. Again, don't be afraid to go really firm on it. The firmer you are, the quicker you can do it. So that's one done straight away, looking like that. I'll do that again, just so you can see it wasn't a fluke. Get the tyre out, push the rim in. So don't be afraid to get firm with it. And there we go. That's the second one in, like that, both sides. And then the last one's just this little rim here. Put that out and then put this rim in. Just like that. A bit more fiddly this one because it's thinner. But, oh, one more side to put in. There we go. And that's the spare in as well. So I'll put these to one side. We're going to bring over the vehicle because we're going to be putting this on each side of the vehicle. So what we've got is a washer looking like that, a cap looking like that. We've got one of the brake discs that we've had from the previous stage, and then we've got some KM screws, which is going to put all of this together. So quite simply, what we do, I'm going to turn this on its side so you can see what I'm doing. Going to put the brake disc on, which goes underneath the caliper like that, and you just revolve it round till it fits flush. Then we're going to be putting the tyre over the top, like that. Put one of the washers on the screw, so that looks like that. I am going to drop it in a little bit of oil because we are going into metal. Then put that all the way down the centre shaft there and make that nice and tight. Once we're happy with that, the wheel should still turn and there should be no wobble in it at all. We're just going to take the hub, make sure we put it in the right way around, the cap should I say. Just push that into the centre there, just like that, and that's one in. Do the same on the other side. So I'm going to turn it over. Once again, put the brake disc in, like that. Then we're going to put the tyre over the top. Then we're going to be putting the washer on the screw here. Make sure that goes in all the way. Like that. Drop that in some oil. And again, put that through the center spindle and make that nice and tight. Take a little hubcap there, push it in the inside, push that in so it's nice and flush, and there we go. We now have a full rolling chassis there. Now in stage 40, we're going to turn the vehicle upside down because we're going to be putting in the spare tyre, which is going underneath here. And the first thing we're going to do is going to be putting a couple of these clips in. These clips, just so you can see, are metal. So they can only go in one way on these because the holes line up exactly where they go. So this one's going to be going in this side just like that. The other one will be going into the other side just like that. They're going to be held in with AM screws. So once again, I'm going into metal. I've just put a little bit of oil on these. We'll get these in nice and tight. There's the first one. Bit of oil. This one here is the second one. Again, nice and tight. We're then going to take this attachment looking like that, and that's going to go on this side just on top there, but it is secured from the other side. So what I'm going to need to do is load up a screw. Now this is a AM screw. Turn it upside down, or the right way up should I say, because we're the right way up now. And then put this screw in. I have actually already put a little bit of oil on this screw. And then when that's in, it should be screwed in from that side. I'll turn it back upside down. That should look just like that. What we're going to do then is we're going to be putting the cage in just into this section here, which is going to hold the spare wheel in place. We put the spare wheel into the cavity there, put this down, and then we're going to be putting this clip on, whoops, which I just dropped. This clip looking just like that. That's just going to go over the brace there. It's going to be secured into this side here with an AM screw. So once again, put a little bit of oil on that. Put that through the hole there. Make that nice and tight. And there we go. That's the spare wheel in place. Can you see what I mean about the detail now? Let me just show you that on the close-up on top. That looks excellent. Now while we've got the vehicle upside down, I'm going to spin it round because we're actually going to get a chance to put in what we actually made in the very first pack onto the vehicle. So as you can see here, when we made this, we've got some tabs just down the bottom there. They're just going to go over to two holes that we can see either side here. It's going to fit on just like that on both sides. We're going to secure that in with BM screws. So I've got one here. I'll put one in this side first. Not too tight, just tight enough to hold that into place. And then I'll put the other three in now. This marks the start of putting the bodywork together of the vehicle. And I can already tell you, even though the vehicle's upside down, it looks great. Absolutely loving this build. It does take me back, as I said, I used to have the 205 GTI. To be honest with you, I can't remember if it was a 1.9, but it was blue, and it was many, many years ago. Here's the last screw going in this side. Then we just tighten everything up. And there we go. That is all there is to do in that stage. Now, if I just show you the front of that, let's show you on this camera actually. Look at that. That looks absolutely brilliant. Even so detailed to have the little toe ring there. The eye for the toe ring. But that is absolutely brilliant. God, I love this build. Now, I've already got issues. I mean, what issue was this? This is issue 13. So I've got 14 and 15 here. Issue 14, we're starting to do the interior, which comes with carpeted floor, believe it or not, which we're going to start installing. So that will be coming soon. But I love this build. Let me just show you this for size. This is 1/8 scale, but it's looking absolutely amazing. You can see it by my face, I enjoy this build. It's one of my favourites, this one. Anyway, if you really like that video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.